Hello and welcome back to my vlog series about me finding my brand. Today I have travelled to Poole in Dorset to interview an industry professional about his role in the industry. I want to find out more about them personally and their career journey. Welcome to Parvolux Motors. So today I am here with James Cope. James, would you like to introduce yourself and your role?
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm James. I'm marketing manager at Parvolux. Parvolux is the UK's largest manufacturer of fractional horsepower motors and gearboxes, and we're based in Poole in Dorset. We've been in business for 75 years.
So what would you say are the main features in your role?
It's pretty varied actually. As marketing manager, I oversee everything pretty much. So if you think of anything with a logo on it, that's generally me. Okay. So whether that's the look and feel of the building, so obviously we're just look around our new building, which is fantastic, recently constructed, but we chose wall colours, the carpet, the furniture. As well as the signage at the front, the flags outside, pretty much, we had, because it was all part of the customer experience, marketing was heavily involved. So you get involvement in sort of massive projects like that, through to the everyday, operating the website, looking at inquiries and running campaigns, as well as printing brochures for customers, and more of the internal stuff such as staff newsletters, all sorts of things really. So yeah, it's a real wide variety of aspects that come within the marketing manager role. So.
Okay, wow, yeah, no, I didn't realise it was so physical.
Yeah.
I thought a lot of it was mainly online. So is there a separate role for an online placement, or is it just a bit of everything?
So obviously I manage the whole function. Within the team, we have 2 people in the team at the moment, and a potential. I'm trying to recruit now trying to get a role signed off to recruit for a graphics person as well, an apprentice. So, but we split. At the moment, we have a digital marketing executive on the team who deals largely with search optimization, pay-per-click campaigns, the website content and content marketing. And then we have a general marketing executive who is really sort of graphics focused and deals a lot of the publications, deals with our product catalogue. A lot of the design of printed materials, because people still actually like printed things. There's still that place for it. And our staff newsletter, we've got nearly 200 employees here. Not all of them have corporate email accounts. Okay. So we have to be mindful of that and get news to them in the most appropriate way that is suitable for them. So therefore we produce a monthly newsletter which we need to print and distribute. Marketing can be seen as an add-on function to a business, but actually without us you're not going to get sales inquiries. We're the ones sort of raising and generating those leads for the salespeople to follow up. Without us supplying them with warm leads, they've got to do a lot more work to try and hunt down leads. So part of it is the job is is getting the creativity and online adverts as well as publications to raise brand awareness, but also campaigns that are going to speak to that engineer sitting in their office researching, that's going to really sort of resonate with what we're offering and to inquire, so that we can then generate that inquiry through to measuring the impact of those campaigns, so we can actually show the impact that we're having on the business and how much business is being generated through our campaigns.
All right, well, for someone like me who's studying and maybe thinking of doing marketing,
Yeah.
what would be your sort of advice to invest my time in career-wise?
I kind of say marketing is a massively broad subject,
Yeah.
and there are lots of specialisms within it, and as well there's types of industry. So we're in a business-to-business environment, so where our market is very much engineer-based, so we're talking to engineers. So we can't probably be doing TikTok campaigns. It's not going to appeal that, especially, my dancing skills is not going to go down well. Whereas in a more of a fun sort of business to consumer environment, then you can have a lot more freedom and creativity. And then there's the disciplines within each of those types of environments really there. So you get the creative side, And these days, whether it's business to consumer or business to business, everyone's now looking more and more at video. People much prefer to watch a smaller video than they will read a 200-page article. So yeah, it's really sort of identifying, I suppose, what interests you most, whether it's sort of the creative side, be that graphics or video, or whether it's more of a content writer or perhaps a bit of both, or whether you're more into the analytical and campaign side of things. Yeah. Because there's a lot, within websites, there's a lot of work to be done in how is a site performing and sort of conversion consultancy sort of type side of things. So you're looking at how each page of the website is performing in terms of how much traffic is that page getting and how many visitors is that, is it converting those visitors into actual inquiries. So I'd say it's kind of trying to understand what interests you the most, whether you're sort of more of a creative, and that can be graphics or it can be in campaign based, or whether it's a sort of more of a analytical sort of mind. Because I think if you enjoy it, it doesn't feel like work.
And is that how it feels for you?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, every day here is just, there's always something different happening.
Okay, so to get to where you are now, what sort of education did you go through?
At school, I think, I did not have marketing in mind whatsoever. I went to the local school, I did pretty well in terms of O-levels, then went on to Paul Grammar School to do my A-levels. Found that a completely different culture to the school that I'd come from, a mixed school going to a boys' school. Didn't really like it and was really fed up with education at A-level. And so much so I didn't pass my A-levels. Yeah, I didn't want to go to university. I had enough of education. I just wanted to get a job. Off I went into the world of employment, and actually started off in an accounts department, reconciling ledgers and stuff. Sort of, it was very much manual in those days because computers by then didn't exist. But over the years, and then I sort of went into insurance after that. Again, did reasonably well there, and it took my other half at the time to sort of say, well, you supported me through university. Have you thought of going? And we were sitting on a beach in Turkey, and she produced a prospectus for Bournemouth University and said, why don't you think about one of these courses? I've highlighted one you might be interested in. So anything for a quiet life. I filled the application form in, which was for Business Information Technology degree. Filled that in, back in the bag it went. On a return she posted it, and within a week I'd had an interview at Bournemouth University and they'd offer me a place on the course. So
quite spontaneous.
Yeah, it was, pretty much. And my A-levels, the subjects that I took were in computing and IT, and I'd always had that sort of basic interest in IT and always found it quite interesting. So it's like, yeah, that sounds great. So off I went as a mature student at the age of 24, graduating in 98. And then from there I went to Poole Council. I'm in their IT department. But as we started to evolve around IT, digital marketing started to emerge. Now we're talking very early days of websites and social media, and we started off teaching businesses how to develop a very basic sort of 4-page, 5-page website with a home page, and the optimization then was unheard of. You basically, once you put the company name in and a few keywords, uploaded a few photos, it was fantastic and they thought it was brilliant. So the whole world of email marketing came along, and that was very much wow, this is new, and again, how could businesses get involved? Through to then the advent of social media, when Facebook came along, and again it was like, well, what's this? What can we do for our business? And then businesses realised that people were leaving reviews for them on Google and things like that. So it was a really interesting time actually to be in marketing or be in that sphere, and I kind of fell into marketing that way.
And finally, what do you enjoy most about your job position?
Well, I'm quite lucky. This is a varied job and in a growth company, and it was an exciting time to join just over a year ago, actually. I was recruited through a recruitment consultant. In the first year, I rebranded the company. We developed the first product catalogue that the business has had. I think the last one was 2009.
Oh, really?
Coming along, managed to get together a product catalogue and launch that, and a new version of the website, all within a year, plus a load of other initiatives. And we're really seeing an impact through, because now we work through a network of subsidiaries around the world. So my role is, rather than try and create leads for directly to customers, it's working through our agents and subsidiaries around the world to empower them and give them the materials that they need to do the same job. And I find that quite interesting. Yes, it's quite different than just being responsible for campaigns on our own. There's a lot more interaction, I think, working through a sort of a channel marketing and partners. So I think that's the favourite for me, is that, you know, that people interaction, plus the project for this fantastic new building.
Yeah,
you know, it's been great to put a stamp on it. And you know, it's literally been from the ground up. There's been some really exciting projects, and we've got loads more on the horizon of what we're doing. So yeah.
Seems like you're really with the company.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It was a good move.
Well, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
It's
Thanks for
been
coming
really
in.
interesting.
Great.
Yeah, thank you.
Great to meet you.
Going through a sit-down interview with James was insightful. I got to see the offices, the factory and office environment he works in. It was like a whole other world. But now it's time to do some thinking and reflection, so I'll see you in my final vlog. Bye!
Forget, baby, put your hands in mine. Shooting star so